So today we are going to deal with three main tasks. That is, we will include minimum and closing circle, and we will fit an ellipse, and we will fit a line to the diagram that we have obtained through the control detection from the last lecture. Okay. So this is Dr. Dibbo. We are discussing about how to detect contours and how to deal with the different features of it. Well, so minimum and closing circle. And here we need to use a function cv dot min and closing circle. And what is minimum and closing circle? This is a circle which completely covers the object with minimum area. Okay, so this circle will cover our object, and you all know that actually why we are trying to detect or draw the contours, because that way, this is the way actually by which we can go for object detection. So minimum and closing circle will be the circle which is going to cover our object with minimum area. So this is very important for us. So guys, please take a screenshot of this code. So xy radius cv dot mean enclosing circle, and we are passing the contour information here. Then we find out the center. Okay, actually from that xy and x and y we are assigning our center. Then radius, integer radius. Then cb circle image with that center and radius, and with green color and thickness 2 we have drawn this minimum and closing circle. I hope this piece of code is clear to you. Well, after that what we can do, we can fit an ellipse also. I hope you all know what is ellipse. Okay, so for that we will use the function cv dot, means from cv we are using the function fit ellipse, and as an argument we are passing the contour information. So this returns the rotated rectangle in which the ellipse is inscribed. Okay, so code is very simple. Ellipse is equal to cv dot fit ellipse contour, and then cv dot ellipse image ellipse 025502. Well, that's where we can fit an ellipse. Then also we can draw or fit a line also. Okay, and for that what we have to do, we have to go through a few codes, that is rows and columns image dot shape 2. And then actually from the image we are trying to obtain the rows and columns information, and then xy information, and the slope that's being detected. Okay, and then intercept we have calculated through this equation. Okay, after that gv line image calls -1 right y, and then 0 left y, 025502. So that's where we can fit a line also. So after going through each of them, that is minimum and closing circle, this is the piece of code, and then fitting an ellipse, this is the code for that, and then fitting a line will have an output image like this. And from the previous lecture we have drawn the rotated angle rectangle and the straight rectangle, and now today we have drawn the circle and ellipse. This one is the ellipse. Okay, and then this is the straight line. So all the different arcs that we are trying to draw being reflected through this output. Now let's go through practically. Please open your OpenCV Spider. Okay, so I have opened it and I have saved the file as contour2.py. So now I can run this, as I hope that all the other code's information is now clear to you. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this, because in this program I have included everything that I have been discussing from the last two lectures. Okay, so first we have detected the contours, we have found out the contours, then we have found out the moments from it, and then we have found out the area of contour from this, and then perimeter. Then we have checked that whether the contour is convex or not, and after that this epsilon and approx is also important. Okay, but before what bounding rectangle is more important than that. and then we have found out the rotated rectangle, that is mean area rect. And now we are going to draw the circle, minimum and closing circle, and the ellipse and the straight line. Well, so I hope each statement of this code is clear to you. So you can run this now. So I'm going to run this for you. So this is our input image, and this is your straight rectangle. Okay, so after that, this red denotes the rectangle minimum area that we have covered in the last lecture. And after that, this this is the ellipse, and this circle, you can see a circle, that is the enclosing circle, and this line, this is the straight line we have drawn through the object. Okay, so that's it. So to have a more clear look on the image, let's do one thing. See what I have done. I have removed the code for the straight rectangle and the rotated rectangle. So this is the output that is obtained from the today's lecture's topic, that you can see that this is a circle, minimum and closing circle, and this is the ellipse, and this is the straight line. Okay, so I'm repeating again, this is the input image, and this is the enclosing circle, and then this is the ellipse, and then this is the straight line. So, guys, I hope that all the topics are now clear to you. And still, if any doubt exists, then obviously you can ask me. This is the reason why we have the comment box. So now I'm coming to the today's question. Okay, so today's question is how these fuses and these different arcs that we are trying to draw from today's lecture and the last lecture is going to help us in object detection. I am repeating my question again, that you have seen that we are drawing a straight rectangle, we are drawing a rotated rectangle, we are drawing an enclosing circle, we are drawing a ellipse, and ellipse covering the object, and then we are plotting a straight line through it. So actually, how these arcs are going to help us in object detection. So please try to analyze my question and write the answer in the comment box. So guys, that's all for today. In the next lecture, I'll bring a new topic related to control. So till then, take care, bye bye, and thank you.